Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I'm having the same bugs I had on Tuesday's show, where none of the overlays are working right now. We're going to see about that here in a second. Okay, let's try the chat overlay. See if the chat overlays working. Oh, it is working. Oh, good. Okay, now we'll see if the alert one is working. See, I won't know if the alert one's working until someone sends an alert. As you might be able to hear by the wind, it is very windy again today. And it's just going to get worse through the day. So right now I believe it's 15 mile an hour with 17 to 20 gusts. And towards the end of the show it's supposed to be 20 miles an hour with 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. So it's just going to get windier as the day goes by. We still have a full show setup, but that might have to be taken down quickly, if you know what I mean. Good morning, Alan. Good to see you. Thought I saw Brandon in here earlier. Hello, Josh. Good to see you. Maybe it was Brandon in the mod chat. It must have been Brandon I saw in the mod chat, not here. Hello, Kurt. CM Bailey. Upper. Ron. John K is here. Legalized Shemp is here. CF on the Fly. All the cool kids are here this morning. So we have something we haven't seen in a while. A pair of MD-11s sitting right next to each other. Let's go over here. We have two MD-11s sitting right next to each other. They've been playing a shell game with these over the last couple months. They've been moving them around. I don't know where the third one is. It's probably over by the Aloha hangar, which is out of our view behind the terminal. But there's two here, so that means there's a UPS one somewhere. And I don't see it, so it's probably over there. But we'll pay attention to what we can see. We'll worry about what we can't see later. Hello, Full Metal Dragon. Peterbilt, and good to see you. Gucci Boomer. Hello. White Blossom is here. So we are up at Lagoon Mauka again today. Haven't been up here too much lately with all the Century Aloha and then night flights and then everything else. We've been spending a lot of time at the other end of Lagoon Drive, the Mackay end. And as much as I like it down here, or down there, I like it up here. Me personally, if you had to ask me personally where I'd want to shoot a show, it's right here. I like it right here. Because you can see, the whole, you can see 80% of what's going on. You can't see the far end of 8 right, but other than that, you can pretty much see everything going on, and you get the planes going right over your head. So. And when there's nothing going on, I can show you planes instead of just a field or a ocean or whatever. The sunset kind of, or the sunrise, I'm sorry, pardon me, wrong wrong time of day. The sunrise kind of fizzled out. It was looking really beautiful if you were watching the 360 camera. It was looking really pink, and now the pink is all fading if you're watching the 360 camera. Hopefully that'll pick up it's technically not even sunrise yet. We got like 4 minutes till sunrise. So we're still in that pre-dawn light, which I really like. I'm a big golden hour guy. Sometimes I know there's a lot of Scottish people in the chat usually. Scottish people, those very northern and I'm guessing very southern hemisphere people, get those really long golden hours sometimes. And we're not really blessed with that here. We have short golden hours. In fact, today might be one of our longer ones, and it's not that long. Let's see, golden hour, yeah, golden hour is 45 minutes here. It's 6:45 a.m. to 7:30, which is about as long as it gets all year. Usually towards the summer it'll get really short. Hello, Charlie Bravo. Did anyone watch Scottish Linda's stream this morning from Edinburgh? I was asleep. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I think it was 12:30 a.m. my time. That's going to annoy me. I got to do something about that. There's that'll do something about that. Let's do a Honu check as long as we're just sitting here. The first one is running a little bit early, so it's about a little over a half an hour out. And the second one, I believe, also was running early, so it's about an hour and 20 minutes out. So we get the blue and the sea blue, green, sea green one today. We also have Air New Zealand coming in. We have a FedEx triple coming in. We have another UPS Queen coming in. This will be an 800. The one we saw a little bit ago was a old passenger 400. So that'll be exciting. Pardon me. So good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. I've actually I took it off the screen yesterday, so I can't point down to who I am anymore. I don't know. I have to rethink that. I didn't like it. Was taking up too much. My name was taking up too much of the screen, and I was having trouble coming up with a witty saying for underneath my name every show. So I took it off last night when I was messing around trying to get things working correctly, and I'm not sure if I like it or not, but that's neither here nor there. If you don't know who I am or where you are, I can answer both of those questions. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It is right over there. That is named after the late, great senator from the state and territory of Hawaii. It is located 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu. That is located on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. So that leads to us getting a lot of cool stuff in here. So stay tuned, see what we find today, see what interesting tidbits we find, see if I get blown off a truck. If you suddenly hear a and then a thud, that means I got blown off the truck. Somebody local can call 911 for me. But gin and juice, interesting. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't see how like some live streamers, they just have the gift of the gab. I don't know. I do not. I've kissed the Blarney Stone, but I don't have the gift of the gab. I can talk all day about if I have something to talk about, but the second there's nothing to talk about, I just kind of lose interest. I'm not a big casual conversation guy. Not a, hey, how's the weather? Hey, oh yeah, how's the kids? You know. I heard Bobby's going to the new school. I hate that. It drives me nuts. So if we had something to talk about, I'll talk your ear off. But if there's nothing to talk about, so let's go back to the main camera. We've lost 100 likes already. All right. People must either love me babbling on about not babbling on, or they love MD-11s. I'm going to guess they love MD-11s because I love MD-11s. One of those is going to continue to fly. One of those is going to go away. But maybe the one on the left will be sold to the one on the right. That'd be interesting. That is a 100% possibility, CFI on the fly. I was hoping we'd catch that one yesterday that left. It's been here. It was here for almost a week. Not an RC-135. It was a E3, but it snuck out of here right about the time the 135 pulled in yesterday. $510 Steve, UPS has announced that they're going to retire all theirs. FedEx came out and said the opposite. They are not going to retire theirs. They're going to, as long as they get the certificate to fly them again, they're going to continue to fly them. And I would imagine somebody would buy the UPS ones. Some of them are. I thought I looked it up, and I may be, misremembering something, but I thought they were relatively in the grand scheme of the age of MD-11s. They're not. None of them are new, obviously. But in the grand scheme of MD-11s, I thought the UPS ones were not that old. But then again, I probably am mixing up a story, so whatever. I hear a 777 flipping over my head right now. camera still works. Oh, that's weird. What if I have a cable? What if I have a cable dragging or something? Let's try that again. Did everything go all black for everybody else? Let's try. I'm just moving the camera. If it's a cable that's alright, I'm gonna put this back on this camera for a second. We're gonna pull this cable out. Didn't give me a no signal, it gave me a black. That was weird. Yeah, that's weird. Usually if it loses its signal, it goes to a blue screen. And it went to black. I don't know why that is. Maybe. CFI on the fly. So usually it would go... Oh, that's weird. That's weird too. What happened there? Settings, switch. I don't want quick scene. Okay, usually it would go to this type of screen, this blue, but for some reason it went to black like this, which is not what it's supposed to do. Weird. I am having all kinds of issues. I wonder if something got wet the last time it rained and it's just being finicky. I hope that's not the case. Yeah, a pilot mic, I guess it could be, but usually in the past when the cable goes bad, it goes to no signal. Because digital is kind of either there or not. But, I don't know. I hope I have a spare HDMI cable around somewhere in case this one goes out. Because this technically is my spare HDMI cable. I need to buy a new one. That FedEx is looped around. It's coming in here to 8 left, so it'll be here in about a minute. Get close enough. Well, I have a cable clamp on the camera, so it doesn't, so the cable is not dangling in the slot. So it shouldn't be moving up there. MXC for Life is here. Hello, how are you? Rainbow Love is here too, and Brandon. Now Brandon's here. I see Brandon now. Hello, Rainbow Love. I heard Rainbow Love. The word on the street is Rainbow Love took up modding another channel. Is that true, Rainbow Love? So that one in the foreground there. Hello, Jeffrey. That one in the foreground there is that 777. The one in the background there is a 717. So again, sorry about the camera shake today. We are in a wind advisory right now. It's supposed to end at 6 a.m. I think it got continued. Maybe not. But it's supposed to get up to by 10 o'clock, which is about the time we're leaving here. It's supposed to get up to almost 30-mile-an-hour gusts. It's not quite that yet here, but still pretty breezy. The next one coming in on the crossing runway, the 4 right, is a FedEx 757. It is coming in from Hilo, which is on the Big Island of Hawaii. Get that here in just a second. It's not quite close enough to get a good shot of. That'll be up there somewhere. There it is. It's going to dip behind the hangars there. It'll pop out over here by this baby trijet. Baby trijet. That's a new one. I haven't seen that baby trijet yet. Hopefully we'll get that out this way. Probably not. It'll probably go to the... What's today, the 19th? That would be a news story, Keith. I don't think there's anything left over in this side of the world. They're moving everything over the other side. The next one out will be a 717. It's heading off to Maui. It looks like it's going to come straight at us. We'll find out here in a second if it takes the 90 degree or the 45 degree taxiway down there. Looks like it's going to come right at us. So just for your scheduling plan, I don't know how many of you look at my schedules that I publish on Instagram and the YouTube post page. This weekend is going to be another Sleep-In Saturday show. So we're going to start about 10 o'clock a.m. on Saturday. We'll run through about 1 or 1:30, depending on how late the second Honu leaves. So we're going to watch both Honus arrive today. We'll watch both leave on Saturday. So we're doing that because we have baseball. Actually, we have baseball tonight. I think this is going to be a long day for me. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. Oh, yeah, Keith, yeah, I know that. It was kind of a joke. It's because it seemed like everything was moving west, yeah, or east yesterday out of America. It seemed like they were pulling everything out of museums and everything was in the air yesterday. So I was just trying to be a little funny, and I fell flat. So it's okay. Where was I going? Oh yeah, so we have baseball tomorrow night. So baseball, we don't get home till about 10:30 or so. So it's kind of hard to get up at 5. For the show on Saturday morning. So we push it back a little bit. We push it back a little bit this Saturday so we can so I can go to the baseball game on Friday night. There's also a baseball game tonight, so today is going to be a long day for me. I was up at 5 doing this, and then I got to go to work, and then I got to go to a baseball game. So try to feel a little sorry for me. Have some sympathy. I have to sit through a baseball game tonight, and I have to look at planes in the morning. So, you know, I could hear the violins playing for my sympathy. CFI on the fly, yes, we saw 8 of them or 7 of them on Tuesday. I heard them yesterday, but I didn't see them. Mrs. Reverse Ops saw them flying over her work, so they did go out yesterday. I do not know if they'll go out today or not. There's a lot of rumors going around right now. So that guy's going straight over my head. I can't look on the other side. What's going on? Alright. I'm gonna find another HDMI cable. I'll be right back. Because I hope it's not my camera doing that. So I'm gonna find another HDMI cable. I'll be right back. I don't think any HDMI cable would freeze a picture like that. Alright, well. It might be the camera, guys. The HDMI port is very loose on the camera. So we'll just play it by ear and hopefully everything goes okay. Next one in is Air New Zealand. We have a Chinese registered Gulfstream here in the picture on the left. I've never seen this one. All right, we'll get a better shot of them. When it gets a little closer, we'll take Air New Zealand first because it's about to touch down. Whoa, wind. Now let's see if we get a better shot of that Chinese Gulfstream. There it is. Fierce. So the next UPS just turned on the far end. It'll be here on 8 left here in just a second. It is coming in from Louisville. There is only in front of it's another Gulfstream 5. This one's coming in from Brazil. I don't know if it's coming in from Brazil, but it's registered in Brazil. So that is next. That's right there. That's a Brazilian registered Gulfstream 5. All right, I'm gonna make another adjustment on the camera before the two quad jets get here. So enjoy this view for a second.
land runway 4 right, 76 Gulfstream.
Oh, do we have Jane Chu in the house? Hello, Jane. We're going to have a couple going out on the Reef runway. The first one will be that Majuro flight on from United, the Island Hopper. The second two will be both Hawaiians, one heading off to Hilo, one heading off to Lehue. Both of those are 717s, and they'll be going to the farthest east and the farthest west you can fly in Hawaii. Ah, it was Jane Chu in the house. I knew it. GTHB, pretty sure that stands for. Okay, I was gonna make up something dirty, but I'm not gonna make up something dirty. I got myself in trouble last time. Probably stands for good to be here. It's good to have you here. Old Man BBQ, the right at the they're low right now, but they've been pretty much constant 12 to 15 and gusts up to 20, and it's supposed to just get worse throughout the day. Give you the official airport one here in a second. Hello, Eham. Hey, your Gamecock out here early. Oh, that's cool. So he just said, I just heard him over the ATC. Winds are 070 at 10, gusts up to 20. All right, so that next one on the Reef runway is going to go. Ooh, lots of fighters. All right. Fighters are good. But thank you, James. Thank you for the £2 super chat. Saturday. We'll be here at 10 on Saturday. So hopefully it's not super early. 'Cause, yeah, Vicarious Vegas. It's gonna get, yeah, like I said, it's just gonna get worse throughout the whole day. It's been super windy here lately. We've been under wind advisory for about 4 days straight now. They keep extending it. Uh, 9 a.m., huh? Okay. You know, EHAM, they really should ask me before they schedule these flights. That's all I gotta say. That was a horrible pan. I was trying to look at 3 different things at the same time. Ugh. We have a lot of stuff lit up at the terminals right now. Looks like a lot of stuff getting ready to go out. Ooh. Delta 321 out there on the taxiing. All right, I haven't seen one of them in a while. I mean, not that a Delta 321 is anything super exciting. It's at 321. Yeah, that's the Delta 321 down there. I mean, not that a Delta 321 is super exciting, but don't usually see it in my show. Keep an eye out for that, Eham. I'll have my baguettes and croissants ready. This is a Hawaiian. It is coming in from, I believe, Tokyo. Yes, it is Tokyo. It's a 330, in case you didn't know. Rainbow, are you sure Brandon's not deleting them? I wouldn't put it past that guy. Car spotter, are you insinuating that I use clickbait in my thumbnail? Is that what you're insinuating? The thumbnails are made 24 hours ahead of time. The titles are made 24 hours ahead of time. I can only go by what's forecast. It's not high winds when we get out here. I can't do much about that. But it is forecast for the rest of the day just to keep getting windier and windier and windier. So take that for what it's worth. Brandon's over there getting paid to cook sausages and brush his teeth, man. What a life. Next one out on the reef runner will be that that Delta. There's another one about. Oh, there he is, right in the picture there. That one's a 7.6 though. That's our normal one. So the 321 is heading off to Seattle. I wonder if that's a new flight. I don't remember seeing that before. The other one's our normal LA with the extra X flight. No, he manages. I don't know if he wants me to tell it, but he's far from a dentist. But he says he's at work, and all he's been talking about is grilling sausages and brushing his teeth. I haven't heard any work-related activities yet. Yeah, this plane right here is coming off 8 right, so we can see about half of 8 right from here. Kelvin, was that about 11? I thought I heard some more about 11 o'clock. How you doing?
What are you doing stuff?
I'm live streaming.
Okay, are you live streaming this?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna check it out. Cool.
Yeah, it's called Reverse Ops.
Reverse ops?
Yeah.
Sweet, brother.
Thanks. I think it was 8. I think it was 2 groups of 4. The next one going out is that Delta 76 that we were talking about a little while ago. Hello, Jonathan. Good friend of Scottish McD. Next one going out on that side is American 321. It's heading off to LA with the Extra X. Our second Honu has passed Kauai, so that's the other ANA A380. That'll be here in probably about 15 minutes. Let's click on it and find out for sure. Yeah, 16 minutes according to Flight Radar. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you, members, lurkers, mods, people who hate me, people who love me. You're all welcome here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching planes with us. We got about an hour and a half left or so. We should see another Honu. I believe we'll see another 747. I'm hoping we catch this white-tailed Coletta that's sitting over there. I hope we catch it leave. I don't have a departure time on that, but I'm hoping it leaves while we're in the show. But thanks everyone for being here. If you're having a good time, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, I know about half of you, by my statistics, about half of you watching right now are not subscribed to the channel, so please do that. As long as you're down mingling by the like button, hit that subscribe button as well. If you'd like to take the extra step and help the channel out a little bit more than the free ways, we do have membership levels available starting at just $2 a month. There's also a button for that underneath the video. I think it says join, or maybe it's a star. I don't remember. YouTube keeps changing it. We have 4 levels available, starting at just $1.99. We also have a PayPal link somewhere in the description if you'd like to help out. We do have a merch shop where you can pick up this shirt right here, the Keep the Pualani shirt. Out here in Hawaii, we have a saying, keep the country country, which basically means no development. Limit the development in the undeveloped areas. So I'm using that as a keep the Pualani. Pualani basically means keep the Hawaiian planes in Hawaiian liveries. We've already lost all our Dreamliners. I don't want to lose any more. They claim they're going to keep them, but, you know, they've claimed a lot of stuff in the past, so hopefully we keep all the Hawaiian liveries in Hawaiian liveries. So Pualani is, the Hawaiian word means heavenly flower. Pualani is also the name of the tail design on the Hawaiian planes. So this shirt's available over at reverseopshop.com. And part of the proceeds from this shirt will be donated to the Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island. There's also a lot of other stuff over there, other hats, t-shirts, mugs, and all that stuff. That's over at reverseopshop.com. And I'm going to drop, if I can find it, I'm going to drop a link in the chat there. It should, yeah, there it is. But I've said a lot of stuff over the last couple minutes, and you probably didn't have a pencil ready. You're probably like, man, I wish I could remember all that stuff he just said. Well, I also can hook you up right there with a nice QR code and URL there. The QR code will take you to reverseops.com/findme. That takes you to all the stuff I just said. In addition, it also has our social medias, our companion channel, which is running a 360 camera right over my head right now. And also on the companion channel, there is a 24-hour ATC feed. So we have the ATC running 24 hours, both tower frequencies on there. So if you ever want to listen to the ATC here, you can check that out. It's overlaid with the map so you can follow along. But those are both over at PHNL Ops, which is this link here in the chat. But just thanks everybody. I know not everybody can financially help the channel. That's perfectly fine. There's no requirement to be here, but I would love you to hit that like button. That's really gets us out there. That call to action, as they say. Hit that like button. And if you're like the car collector who thinks I'm scamming on my thumbnails, you can hit that like button 3 times to really show how much you hate me. But thanks for being here. I got some stuff to catch up with in the chat, so we'll get over to that. We'll go back to the truck cam for now, because we're still waiting. There is a southwest that's going to come right over our head in a second, so as soon as that gets going, we'll move over. So our good friend Sarah Deal is here. I hope you're feeling well, Sarah. Sarah's been on some trips lately. It's like she's been posting a lot of pictures of airplanes from inside airports. That's always a good thing. I like that. Says hi there. Greetings from Boston, Mass. It's been fun watching. Definitely coming to Planespot soon. Ooh, interesting. Little tease. But Sarah's been with us at the 321 level for 9 months. Thank you very much, Sarah. If you're coming out here, let me know, and we'll have a lawn chair and a hog drink waiting for you. And our good friend Rainbow Love is celebrating 22 months at the 321 level. Love my reverse ops family. Time flies. Love our mod chats, stream chats, etc., etc. Keep up the great work, Patrick. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you and the other mods do. The world's, if you didn't know, Rainbow Love is a member of the world's most dangerous mod crew. So, thank you very much, Rainbow Love. And just an average plane spotter is going to let us know that the E3 left about at 1:45 yesterday. I missed it too. I was very disappointed. It was here for like a week almost. I think it got here last Friday, but it was here for almost a week. Maybe it was last Thursday. I thought it was a week, but if it's last Friday, it wasn't quite a week. But it zipped out of here in the middle of the afternoon. I was very disappointed in that. But we got a rivet joint in, an RC-135 in about the same time. So hopefully we can catch that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. We'll be out here. Schedule is 10 o'clock, but we might go a little early if we can get that 135 in. I'd like to get that. But thanks for the info and thanks for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it. Legalized shampoo. I think we have Cal Poly through the weekend series. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I think it's a 4-game series against Cal Poly. Starting tonight. Oh wait, that's basketball. I'm looking at the wrong schedule. That's not Cal Poly. That doesn't. I don't want basketball. Google. Oh, wait. Let's try this again. Wichita State. That sounds better. Wichita State. Cal Poly is who's the basketball apparently is playing. Wichita State. So I believe Wichita State is the Shockers. All right, so the next one going out is another. So that's tonight at 6:30, tomorrow at 6:30, Saturday at 3:05. That's an early one, and then Sunday at 1:05. Yeah, Mrs. Reverse Ops is catching me. I caught it. I was like, I said Cal Poly. I was like, well, that is not right. Cal Poly is not right. And then I had to look. And I was reading the basketball schedule. So we're going to be going straight from the stream to the ballpark tomorrow. We have, so we'll be doing the stream tomorrow, theoretically, or Saturday. I keep saying tomorrow. I keep thinking today's Friday. Saturday we're going to be doing straight from the stream to the ballpark. So our stream is going to go 10. Right now it's scheduled for 10. We might go a little earlier. 10 till 1. We'll catch both A380 departures, and then we got to run straight over to the ballpark. Starts at 3. And then we still have to figure out somehow to get over to the collectible show. There's a big collectible show this weekend. We got to figure out how to way to make it over there. $500 a season? Wow. Different times. Different times. He's being honored, Kelvin, he's being honored on Friday. They're having a special ceremony for him. He's being inducted into the College Baseball Hall of Fame. So they're having a special pregame ceremony on Friday. I think it's this Friday. But hopefully we can make it there. Friday games, we ended up showing up a little late because of Friday night traffic and stuff. So hopefully we can make it there for that. I think it starts at 6. Next plane in we have is another big one. So it is our ANA A380. So we're gonna flip the other camera over to that while let me find it in the sky while I show you this building, and then we'll flip over to it. There we go. Alright, don't everybody abandon me for Lake and Heath. We just saw some F-22s depart. You don't need to see any more. Lake and Heath doesn't have A380s, so. I've seen pictures of that Zen Warrior. I've never been in one. But it does look impressive. I don't watch a lot of those videos on the big first class suites and all that because I know I'll never be able to get into one. So. Hello, Don. Good to see you. $35K. Jeez. I can't imagine spending that kind of money on an airplane ticket. That's just insanity. We got a conga line that looks like most of them are going to head down to the reef runway. Several Hawaiians with a Aloha Air Cargo leading the way. The Aloha Air Cargo is heading off to Kona. Then there's a 330, that's Hawaiian Flight 6, the Island Jenny Express heading into Vegas. Then a 321 heading off to San Diego. Then 3 more behind it that I'll get to in a minute. Yeah. That's your homework, Brandon. Find out how many miles. How many miles would it take me to fly that? And we'll figure out. We'll just pretend that I had miles that would work on that airline, and we'll see how close I can get. Alright, now the turtles are safely in their home. So there's a couple of those waiting to cross at the far end. Those two should be crossing over, and then there's a third one back there that's going to take this runway. The Aloha air cargo I mentioned a minute ago has turned onto the runway down, so it'll be the next departure on the reef runway. It's all theoretical, Brandon. I don't have, I don't have that kind of miles. I believe I have somewhere around 300,000 AA miles, somewhere around there. So that'll get me a couple trips to the mainland, maybe. Yeah, and if you spend $35,000 for your seat, then you got to spend another $100,000 on all the seats for your hunting hawks. Because you can't have your hawks fly economy, can you? All right, this is another FedEx triple. We saw one of these come in earlier today. This one's coming in from Memphis. We have the Island Jenny Express rolling on the reef runway now, so we're going to cut away from this in just a second. So we can see if we can catch that one in the trees. There she is. This is Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. We have a Sydney in the house. Hello, Sydney. We have a Magnum chopper in the house too. Look at this. Coming right at us. This Hawaiian just came in from Auckland. We got a little bottleneck down there on the other end. There are 4 Hawaiians playing Ring Around the Rosie on the first taxiway there. Next one coming in this side, though, is a Delta 76. It's coming in from Tokyo. Oh, this is the, yeah, it is. This is the last, Hawaiian in the older livery here. Hey, Calvin, no problem. I like it. I kind of selfishly made that for me, but I'm glad it's working out for other people as well. You know, Don, I hope you're wrong. The rumor I've heard is that one is going to be painted in the Hawaiian One World livery. So sometime around April, middle of April, Hawaiian Airlines will be officially a One World Alliance member. And I've heard they're going to paint that one in the Hawaiian One World design. But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure somebody knows. They're just not telling us. But if it ends up in an Alaska livery, I'll be very disappointed. Which is why I have the shirt. Which is why I have the shirt to keep the Pualani Pualani. That's you pick this shirt up at the reverse op shop. It also has a car magnet, so if you want to put it on the back of your car, there's also a car magnet sticker. Who's that? There's a KC-130 lit up on Hickam. Can't tell if it's moving or not yet. Don, wasn't that part of his will? I remember reading something about that a while ago, that the team sale was part of his will. So it was gonna have to be sold eventually anyway. Yeah, Sydney, I think Paul Allen, the former Microsoft guy who passed away a bit ago, he had it in his will that the team be sold and the profits or the proceeds be donated to charity. So it's going to be sold to someone. Maybe Bezos will buy it and run into the toilet. Maybe we should all take up a collection and we can all buy it and call it and change their name to the Raptors. All right, so the next one coming in on our side is a 7879. It's coming in from Tokyo Haneda. It's a Japan Flight 74. It's just now over Kapolei. Behind that, we should have another Hawaiian. This one will be the Lilo and Stitch livery. coming in from Osaka. That should line up behind that. Unless that other Hawaiian... No, that other Hawaiian's going out of here, so... That one should line up behind the Japan Airlines. Pardon me. Alright, take care of Zen work. Oh. Sorry, I got a little choked up there. Take care, Zen Warrior. We'll see you next time. I think I need a drink of water is what it is. This wind out here is really drying my throat up. It's driving me crazy. The problem is I don't like to drink a lot during the show. So sometimes my throat gets really dry. But I don't like to drink during the show because you all know what drinking leads to eventually. And there's not a facility around here to do that with, so. How far is super far out, Gabriel? I was thinking it was going to be here by 10. I try to dance around the subject, and Rainbow Love just busts through the door and says it. No hat today because we have cloud cover. I did put sunscreen on my nose and cheeks. The UV index is creeping up there. Oh, the UV index says it's 0. That's good. But it was not crazy enough to put on my arms and thing, but I did put it on my nose and my cheeks just in case. Far out, man. There's a C7. Oh, Tiger 11's lit up now. He looks like he's moving. Tiger 11 looks like he's moving with he's got places to go. Why does it keep taking me to planes? I don't click on that. Why does it keep doing that? Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so we'll take the Hawaiian, and by then, it looks like Tiger 1-1 will be here. Oh, that that one from China that we saw a little while ago, it is gone already. It was just here for gas. He is off to Lehue. He couldn't. That's weird. That's strange. I don't understand that. So that's the G550 we saw coming earlier from China. It seemed like it was here long enough just to get gas, but now it's going to Lehue. I don't understand that. Why did it go past Lehue just to go back to Lehue? I don't understand. Hello.
How are you?
That's a C-37 there. It is also coming off the Hickam ramp. Yeah, I didn't realize that planes shopped around for best gas prices. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know exactly how customs works on private planes. I need to look into that. Alright, so that C-17 will be next, followed by the C-40, and then hopefully we'll get that KC-130 as well. Should be over there somewhere. Can't tell if it's moving yet or not. That is a 757. That is a United heading off to SFO. That Southwest who tucked in behind him is heading off to Hilo. We'll see if that goes 8 left or 8 right. The United, the 757, 90% chance that'll go out to the reef runway. There's always a slight chance with the 757 to come this way. Same with the 321s. There's probably a 5 or 10% chance on those coming this way, but usually not. Oh, 500 likes. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Oh, so they do the customs and stuff here, even if their final destination is over there? All right, okay. I can believe that. Thanks for the info, Cuckoo. All right. I see a couple of messages there. We're going to do them after the C-17 departure. It is all the way down at the other end of the runway now. It's waiting to turn on. Oh, we got a couple of seconds. Let's do it. Let's do it. So our good friend KeithPD.x. How has it been 20? I ask myself that all the time. How has it been 20 months? 21 months. Enjoyed all of it. So thank you for spending 21 months with us at the 717 level. That's 717 level. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you. Glad you've had a good time. And our good friend Colin Dutton has been with us for 27. That's even harder to. Wow, it's 27 months we've been doing memberships. Thank you very much, Colin. One of the absolute longest time members. Thank you very much. So both of you, 21 and 27. That is a huge commitment. Thank you very much. So the C-17 should be going very shortly. It was waiting for a sling to go in front of it. All right, see you later, Tiger 11. Tell Gabriel we said hi when you buzz his house. O'Malley sighting too. Hello, O'Malley. Wait over here for a second for that C-37. Should be rolling because the 717 behind it is turning onto the runway, it seems. I wonder if they're going to paint these in the new colors too, or just the 7.4s. We have a 747 lit up on the ramp, and it's actually pushed back, so that's good. Sorry, we're getting a little rain here, so I'm having to cover some stuff up. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get some fighters coming in to land. Sorry, I'm having to readjust. Everything's a little off. I'm trying to get it into the away from the catching. Trying to get it away from the rain. It's not really raining above me. It's being pushed down from the mountains, so it's not too bad. It's just annoying. So what he did was called an overhead brake maneuver. So he came in a little high, probably around 4,000 feet. Made a loop of the airfield and then was coming into land. You can see there was one in front of the one I caught, coming in a pair. I caught the last one, apparently. Sometimes it's hard catching the little gray guys on the gray background. Yeah. Couple of new members, one returning. Macho is returning as a member to the 717 level. Thank you very much. And then we have a brand new member. Is that Jet Veton 8524? Welcome to the 717 level. You'll both enjoy all the comfort of the 3-2 configuration of the wonderful 717 as you zip between the Hawaiian Islands. The seats in economy do not recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. O'Malley will be by with your POG drink soon, so thank you very much, Turjet, and welcome back, Kuku. Appreciate both of you. That queen that we were talking about a few minutes ago that was pushing back, it has made its way down to Romeo. We've got a couple more fighters in the overhead. Gambling, I can catch the second one. He's still way over on my right. There he is. AVL, they get everything there. Why take what we have? They don't need it. They're ours. It's just dark and cloudy. It's just the sun is behind the clouds. It's just not a very bright day. So there's no filter. It's just not a very bright day today. Yes, so this is also an Air Force base, Turjet. On the far end of the runway. I'll show you in a second, in a minute. Oh, I missed the Queen because I'm looking at the 22s. I missed the Queen because I was looking at the 22s. Oh, no. On the far end of the runway, the taxiways down there lead over to Hickam Air Force Base. I'll show you that in a second. Oh well. At least I wasn't looking at like a Cessna when I missed the Queen. At least I was looking at something cool. This is the Korean Air. This is a 787-10. This is the 2025 livery. So in the last week, LA with the Extra X they've had the new Cathay Pacific, they've had the new Lufthansa, and they had the goofy looking basketball Emirates plane, which I don't know why everyone's so gaga about that. That is a goofy looking plane. And then that's not enough for them out there in LA. Come on, they get everything in LA. So we've had 3 of the 4 or 5 planes in the new livery here. We've had this Dreamliner a bunch of times. We've had the 777 passenger version a couple times, and we've had the 747 a handful of times as well. The ones we haven't seen are the 777 freighter and the I think there's a 321 painted in the new livery too, but we won't get either of those. Uh, 4K Aircraft Live. Occasionally they get some of the heavy stuff. Back when, you know, when a president or whatever goes in there, they get the C-17s for the motorcade, as well as the whatever plane the dignitary is flying in. They also get occasionally I saw an F-18 there once, and I saw the NASA F-18 there once, but I don't remember why they were there. But not consistently. So I was promising I'd show so this is an overhead map of the airport here. So we are right here. X right off. We are right there. So this is the runway we're looking at most of the time here. This is 8 left. 8 right down here is the reef runway. The crossing runways here are the 4 left and 4 right. We do also have 2 water runways here, 4W and 8W right here. So the other place we stream from is right down here in the General Aviation parking lot. And they are both connected by Lagoon Drive, which runs right along the lagoon there. The terminals are up here. So this is 3, 2, and 1. Can't really see 1 from where we're at. It's kind of tucked around the corner, but this area over here is all Hickam Air Force Base, which is part of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. So if we go a little this way, so this is Hickam, this is Pearl Harbor. They are both in one base called Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. This is Ford Island right here. That's where the Arizona is and the Missouri is right now. That gives you a little overview of where we are and why we have such military presence here. Because the runways are shared between Hickam Air Force Base and here. Hickam used to have its own runway back in the 40s or 30s. They got rid of that. And they used to have a runway on Ford Island, but that's no longer in use. That is it's a historical monument now. So the next one coming in on our side is our third ANA flight of the day. This one is coming from the other side of Tokyo. This is coming in from Haneda. It's a Dreamliner 9. Behind that, we'll have another Hawaiian coming in from Tokyo as well. That French. Oh, that registration's a little. That's a touchy registration on that French plane. Holy cow! Oh, you don't want to mispronounce that registration on that French plane. I'll just leave it at that. Holy cow! But it looks like it's coming up from the south pretty quickly. It's down to 5,000 feet, so it looks like it's going to be behind a few, but not that far out. It's only going to be probably 3 ahead of it. So we will definitely stay for that one. I don't know. We probably won't be able to stay too much farther past that one, though. Oh, let's get the Dreamliner. Oh, yeah, there's the Dreamliner. That's almost as bad as you guys know what an AN-12 is, Antonov AN-12. The wind is now picking up. There's one of those AN-12s that comes in here maybe once a year or so. And it's got a registration that I can't even say. Yeah, we usually get 2 or 3 AN-12s in here a year. Last one I believe was one of the white ones. We usually get the blue ones. And one of the blue ones has a rather interesting registration number. So it looks like there might be 2 Hawaiians in front of... Oh, no, sorry. 1 Hawaiian, 1 JAL in front of that French plane. Ah, oui, oui. Alright, so don't go anywhere. We're not leaving yet. I just want to make sure I get this in because I haven't had this in a while. And I want to make sure I get it in today. I want to thank the 787 level members, Perth Mark, Ken Smith, Rich F, Frank Schoenstein, and Chris L. Thank you for your tremendous support. I'd also like to thank all the other channel members. We're going to list out a good variety, a good amount of them here on the right as we wait for the French plane. But don't go anywhere yet. We're still going to wait for that French plane. So this list was compiled as of yesterday afternoon. So if you don't see your name on here and you joined today, it'll be on the next one. Have a good day. Thanks, Rio Bird. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been off and on windy here. It's been really weird. Like sometimes, like now, it's rather gusty. But then we had a good stretch for like 45 minutes where the wind was just nothing. But I am kind of glad we're ending when we are because it's starting to get pretty gusty now. If you're watching on the 360 cam, we have a cow truck next to us. We have a truck full of cows. It smells about as good as you think it does. See you, cows. There he goes. There's the cow truck. You know what's weird? We didn't see Qantas today. I wonder if that's a change in the schedule. We didn't see, usually we have 2 Qantases on Thursday, Melbourne and Sydney. I didn't see either one of them today. I'd like to give a special shout out to my world's most dangerous mod crew. Josh, O'Malley, Jane, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, and Brandon. Thank you very much. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops. I'd list everything she does for the channel, but it would take too long. So we're just going to encompass it into a giant thank you to Mrs. Reverse Ops. Alright, so the next one coming in is that JAL that we were talking about in a minute ago. That's JAL flight 72. That is currently over Eva Beach. That's coming in from Tokyo. And behind it is that French 330. So everybody get your outrageous French accents ready. Of course I'm French. Why do you think I have that outrageous accent? That was horrible. That was terrible. I told them we already got one. Your mother is a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Thank you very much, Crazy Cat Lady. It says new member, but I know you've been a member before. Thank you very much for coming back to us at the 717 level. Really appreciate it. O'Malley will be by with your pog drink soon. Thank you very much. So out here in Hawaii, we have an expression that when you're at the end of a musical performance or something like that, normally on the mainland U.S. you would say encore, encore. I'm pretty sure you say that in a lot of places, English-speaking places. Out here we say hanaho, hanaho. So the channel here, we have the Hanaho plane of the day. And that'll be the French 330 that is coming in next. It's just peeking its head out of the clouds up there. So that'll be our Hanaho plane of the day. So thank you very much, Crazy Cat Lady. I'd also like to thank our good friend Planes with Scottish Linda, who had her test stream yesterday or this morning. I don't know, yesterday. I don't know how that worked with time zones, but I hope it went well. I watched a minute or two of it back this morning, but I was asleep during the live broadcast, so congratulations on your first thing, and thank you for the gifted membership. Looks like, our friend Car Spotter from Sweden is the recipient of that, so that's wonderful. But thanks again, Linda. And right there is our French plane. Look at that. Hanaho. Looks like we got a Mexican standoff going here. We got the 717 cutting in. We got a New Zealand that's about to taxi out. And then we have the French plane that is sitting there. Air New Zealand, which we saw come in earlier, is right over here. It is moving now, so we get the bottleneck done. So this one looks like it's going to go park at the hard ramp. We'll see. Usually these French ones park over on the hard ramp by where the MD-11s are. Ooh, we have ATI out in the background there. Let's see where it's going. $930. All right, Eham. $930 is more doable. Darren, I don't know where he's coming from specifically, but there are a lot of French territories down in the Pacific that a lot of these French ones go back and forth to through here. I don't know why they choose this way, but that's not my call. But there's a lot of French territories in the Pacific still, so. I'll be honest, Linda, I was watching with the sound down because I had it on, my phone was still on sleep mode and I hadn't turned it off yet, but I will go back and see if I can understand what you're saying. Did you say purple burglar alarm at any time during the stream? $4K Aviation, is that the one that used to stop in LA? So it was a one-way, it was a one-way with a stop. Is that what that one was? It was I think it was Air Tahiti Nui used to do one. Oh, NC Polar Bill, that's nice. Got a couple of United folks in the chat that are here. I don't know what I said, O'Malley. I'll have to go back and listen. Sometimes I just get on a stream of conscious. All right. Unfortunately, we can't stay for the Air New Zealand and the C-130, but we got the French plane in. That was our goal. So a nice shot of that. So I have got to get to work. If you're new here, I got to get to work. I have a day job. I'm not a big enough streamer to do this full time yet, so I do have a day job to get to. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks to all the channel members, the lurkers, the chatters, the mods, Mrs. Reverse Ops. Thanks to everyone. It's been a lot of fun today. We had some fighters. Got to see the fighters return today because they left early today. So usually when we see them at 9, they come back after we were already gone. So it was good to see them come back as well today. Remember, we'll be back here Saturday. We're gonna bump up the stream a half an hour to try to catch that rivet joint RC-135. Get out of here. Hopefully that, no schedule for military, but you know, we'll see how that goes. Take care of yourself, everyone. Please head on over to the shop and take a look at the merch items. That really does help the channel out. If you got a couple extra bucks, you can get the shirt like I'm wearing, the Keep the Pualani shirt. There's also a bunch of other stuff in there. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, things. We had one order today during the show. Thank you very much. I couldn't see who it was yet, but I did get the notification. So thank you to whoever bought something from the shop today. That is a great way to help out the channel because it helps me out a little and you get something in return. Some of the shirts in there are charity shirts, like this one here. Part of the proceeds will go to Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island. Our Condor pink striped shirt, all the proceeds from that will go to a cancer charity. And our Maui Strong shirt, 100% of the proceeds will go to the Maui Strong Foundation. We already gave $100 to the Maui Strong Foundation last year. So into perpetuity, any purchase of that shirt goes straight to the Maui Strong Fund. And like I said, the Condor one goes to a cancer charity. The pink Condor one goes to a cancer charity, and this one goes to the Pacific Aviation Museum. So we're trying to give back along with keeping the stream going. So, but thank you all for that. We'll see you all. Oh, my Luck and Strange. Oh, wrong side. My Luck and Strange shirt. We'll see you all very soon. Saturday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go Bows. Aloha, everyone.